If something feels off with your SD card, you're right to be cautious, as early signs of failure often show up quietly: slow transfers, missing files, or random errors. So, in this video, we'll show practical ways to check SD card health and spot problems before data is lost. Why do SD cards wear out at all if they don't have any moving parts? The reason is flash memory, which has a limited number of write cycles, so frequent saving, formatting, or constant use in devices like dashcam slowly degrades the card. Low quality cards, fake capacities, heat, and sudden power loss can speed this up and lead to corruption much sooner than expected. Before running health tests, pause for a second. If your SD card already shows corruption or missing files, testing it can make things worse. If there's important data on it, data recovery should always come first to maximize your chances of saving those files. If the SD card is still accessible, copy your files to another drive right away. If it isn't, you'll need data recovery software, but keep in mind that even recovery scans can push a failing card over the edge. That's why we usually create a byte-to-byte image first, and for this kind of task, we rely on Disk Drill. First, download and install Disk Drill on your computer, then launch the app. Before doing anything else, connect your SD card using a proper card slot or a reliable card reader. In the left sidebar, select Byte-to-Byte Backup. Choose your SD card from the list and click Create Backup. When Disk Drill asks where to save the image, pick a different drive with enough free space, at least the same size as the SD card. Once the backup is finished, go back to the main screen and scroll down to Attach Disk Image. Select the backup you just created and open it. Disk Drill will add it as a virtual drive. Now you can recover data safely. Select the disk image, not the physical SD card, and click Search for lost data. You'll see a scan type selection screen. Choose Universal Scan. It's the best option for most SD cards. If you're recovering fragmented videos from a camera, run Advanced Camera Recovery as a second scan. That mode is designed specifically for this scenario. As the scan runs, files will start appearing in real time. You can wait for the scan to finish and recover everything, or browse categories like pictures, video, audio, and documents. Click on any file to preview it. If it opens correctly, it's recoverable. Select the files you need and click Recover. When choosing a destination, always save recovered files to a different drive, never back to the SD card. Disk Drill will warn you if you try to recover to the same card. Once recovery is complete, open the recovered folder and double-check your files. Now that your data is safely off the SD card, you can move on to testing its health. One of the first tools you can use is Disk Drill, the same app you just used for data recovery, since it also includes extra features like S.M.A.R.T monitoring. You'll find it in the main menu, where it shows basic health stats such as temperature and error indicators, if the card supports them. To continue checking the health of your SD card, you don't even need extra software, as Windows has a built-in tool called CHKDSK. It helps detect file system errors and bad sectors that often indicate deeper problems. Before you run it, make sure your data is already safe. CHKDSK prioritizes file system consistency, not your files, so on a badly corrupted card it can cause data loss. To use it, insert your SD card and note its drive letter in File Explorer, open Command Prompt as administrator, and type CHKDSK X/F, then press Enter. Replace X with your SD card's letter. Once the scan finishes, check the summary. No errors is a good sign. Bad sectors or repeated fixes usually mean the card is nearing the end of its lifespan. If your SD card feels slower than usual, a speed test can reveal early warning signs. For that, you can use CrystalDiskMark. It doesn't deeply analyze the card like other tools, but it quickly shows whether performance still looks normal. To run a simple test, download CrystalDiskMark from the official site, install it, and open the app. Select your SD card from the drive list at the top and double-check you didn't pick your system drive. Set the test size to 1 GB and the run count to 3 or 5. Click All to start the benchmark. The test simulates real read and write activity. Stable speeds close to the specs are a good sign, while drops or very low writes are red flags. If you want a simple way to check an SD card for serious issues or fake capacity, CheckFlash is good options. CheckFlash stress tests an SD card by writing data across its entire surface and then verifying it. It also has a read-only mode, but full write tests give more reliable results, so only use them if the card has no important data, or after creating a byte-to-byte backup. To use CheckFlash, download and launch it. Select your SD card from the drop-down list and make sure the capacity looks correct. Choose the test type, Use full read plus write only if the card doesn't contain valuable data. Another tool is Fake Flash Test, created by the developer behind Improp USB. This one focuses specifically on detecting fake capacity cards. It fills the card with data and checks if it can all be read back correctly. If errors appear halfway through, the card isn't the size it claims to be. As another option, you can also check whether your SD card manufacturer provides its own health monitoring tools. This won't work for everyone, but if you're using a card from a major brand, you might have access to real health data stored inside the card. For example, some Sony professional SD cards work with Media Scan utility, which reads internal wear data and indicates when replacement is needed. SanDisk and a few other brands offer similar monitoring on industrial cards, often requiring special readers or proprietary tools. To keep this video concise, we showed you most of the tools you can use to check SD card health, but not every possible option. If you'd like to explore additional methods, we've linked a more in-depth article in the description below. Thanks for watching, and good luck! If you still have questions, drop them in the comments, we'll do our best to help you out.